Hi guys. So I was thinking of some content bonus stuff to put on Patreon, and I realized that in the episode coming out this next week, episode 102, we have an interruption right in the middle of the episode, and I don't think we keep in there what is going on. So, and it's probably not the best thing to keep in a regular episode. So I thought I'd just give you guys a quick, fun little story about what happened so that when you hear it, you'll be in the know. Also, it's a fucking beautiful day today. Okay, so what happened is last weekend, my in-laws were in town. It was Jarek's mom and his sister. And Katie and I had to record on Sunday while they were here. So Katie and I were in here in the studio recording. Jarek and his mom and his sister are out just hanging out at the house. And all of a sudden Jarek bursts in the middle of recording and he's like, "Stop the recording. We need to lock the doors. There's a strange man at the door and he won't go away." And we're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And so it turns out that this strange man that we didn't recognize or know had approached my sister-in-law when she was coming into the house and asked her to take him to the store to buy beer, and then started asking if other people were home, if anyone was in the house. And so Jarek came out and talked to him, and I guess he was just being really sketchy. And so Jarek came inside and locked the door, and the guy wouldn't leave, and he was like tapping on the door, and Jarek was freaking out. Jarek went and got his gun. Like, what are we gonna do with that? Gave it to me. I was not comfortable with that. So I was like, "Jarek, I really don't want to hold this." And so he goes, "Katie." Poor Katie, who's like literally about to have a baby. He's like, "Katie, do you know how to use a firearm?" And she was like, "Yeah, I do." So he gave it to her. So she's sat in here holding a handgun. He told me to call the police. So I had to get on the phone with this poor 911 operator, and who, to his credit, was doing a wonderful job of what he was supposed to do. And I was the one who was like, "Well, this isn't really an emergency. There's just this man and he won't leave." And he's like, "Does he have a weapon?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." And he said, "Is he threatening you?" And I was like, "No, he's just at our doors. Not really a thing." And so he's like, "Okay, I'm going to send some officers just to come check it out." And he was like, "I'll stay on the line with you." And I was like, "Really not necessary, but okay." And then he's like, "Okay, an officer should be there." And I was like looking out my front window, and I was like, "There's no one here." And he was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, there's no one in front of my house." And he's like, "Okay, a second one just pulled up." And I was like, "There's no one in front of our house. What are you talking about?" And so I had to lean forward a little bit. They had parked like down the way. And I was like, "Oh, never mind. They're actually here. Thank you." And it was fine. Like, they were familiar with him. They said he's like a local alcoholic. And it was fine, but it was not a great, it was a whole thing. So, and then I told Katie when she left, I was like, "Please don't tell your husband about this, because then he's not going to let the baby come here." And she assured me that Sheldon would think that it was hilarious. So, yeah, so that's what's happening. So when you listen next week and there is a random interruption and then we sound very flustered when we come back, that's why. That's what happened. I had to call 911 and for a non-emergency, which I don't think you're supposed to do. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope it is beautiful where you are. It's literally like, I think 70 some degrees here. My dogs are outside. I'm sitting in front of a computer because I'm trying to write the episode. And that's about it. So everyone have a great week. We'll see you, I guess, in a couple days for episode 102. Bye.